welcome to the Eat of Eden Table Talk, brought to you by the Dancers Network UK. It's all a part of their hashtag Where Are We Now campaign, supporting Black Minds Matter UK, which helps black families and individuals through therapy sessions. To donate, visit Dancers Network UK on their Instagram page. Now, I'm Mcgregor, and for this table talk, we'll be talking career, fitness and health journeys. I've got two amazing women with me, whilst we're going to be sampling some food from the Eat of Eden menu, of course, and I can't lie, there's some of my favourites on there too. Let's jump in, shall we?
Ready for this table talk? Yeah. Eat of Eden, Dancers Network UK, Black Minds Matter. There's a lot going on here. I'm ready for it. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Born ready.
Let's go.
Now, before we get started, let's tell the people at home a little bit about you and what you do. Let's start off.
Myself, I am Kellianna J. I am a professional performing artist, creative, health blogger, and I am a co-director of Odessia Foods Limited. Yeah.
Okay, girl.
And you, my lovely.
I am Lela Simone, or you can call me Lela. I'm a fashion influencer and I'm a fitness mentor, so I do fitness mentoring for women all over the world. And and I'm just an all over creative, so I've done some modelling as well, but at the moment I'm focusing more on the mindset stuff and more about the fashion, because yes, fashion is forever. So yeah.
I can see that. We're looking very fashionable today.
Thank you so much.
Now, I want to find out a little bit more. We hit the surface level, but we're going to get into it. We're getting deep. It's a table tour. We're going to be eating. We're going to get some good vibes. But you're a dancer, first of all. You're a performer. You're a creative. You're all of the above. A business owner, a founder. Yeah. How did that all kind of begin for you?
Oh, where did it begin? So I originally was a musician. At the age of 11, I got a music scholarship at music school, and I was a piano player and French hornist. So I used to play in orchestras. And then, I originally aspired to be in the orchestra of musicals. Okay. And then I started going to the theatre and thought, actually, I want to be on stage. So, so I trained professionally for 9 years at 3 different performing arts institutes. Mm-hmm. And then graduated and went on to have a successful musical theatre career. So yeah, it's going well so far. And then last year I decided to start with my business partner. I started a plant-based food business. So that's called Odessia Foods Limited, and we sell plant-based snacks, energy balls, cookies, white chocolate cacao truffles, cashew cream, truffles, organic ingredients, all of that. So yeah, that's my sideline as well as my performing at the moment. Yeah.
Well, health must be a huge part of that. So apart from your many different talents that we got, because we've got a lot going on, musical theatre, musician, business owner, is there anything that you're kind of not doing, really? No, but on a real though, how did your health journey come into that? Because it seems to be like a big part of your lifestyle.
Yeah, so it's hard to pinpoint when the journey actually started, but since I was young, I've always been quite health conscious anyway. I haven't had dairy since I was age of 7, so all red meat, beef, pork, lamb, all of that I cut out when I was very young. A few years ago I started working in my stepdad's shop, which is Pempamsey Brixton. This was before Eat of Eden actually opened, so that was when my eyes sort of opened to the holistic health side of things. So,
you can find anything in that shop. Any ailment that you have, you'll come out with something.
I've never been there, so guys, please
102 Brixton Hill. We're in Brixton, Lewisham, Walthamstow. So so my stepdad's been a big part of my journey. And then obviously when Eat of Eden opened as well, at the time when it opened, that was in 2017, there were Caribbean restaurants and there were vegan restaurants, but to my knowledge, there wasn't a Caribbean vegan restaurant in Brixton. So yeah, it was the first of that, and it's just, as you know, grown so much since then. So so it's great. I'm just looking forward to the rest of the journey. So yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Now on to you, Lela, because you're also about wellness, health, fitness, empowering women. Tell me a little bit about how your journey started, and then let's get to the health side of things.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually started my wellness journey, I'd say about 5-6 years ago. I went through like a really rough time where I was experiencing a lot of depression and anxiety. And I kind of just walked into the gym because I had lost 2 of my jobs. I used to I have 2 jobs. So I kind of lost my job. And I was just feeling so overwhelmed, lonely, and also going through a breakup with someone. But yeah, so I was lost. I was really lost. And there was like a gym that had opened not so far from me. So I kind of just was like, you know what, because I had tried like for so many years being young. Like I grew up and I was always like, I was quite chubby. I grew up like when I was very, very young, my weight was kind of like normal then. I just kind of gained a lot of weight throughout the years. Obviously family, you know, they're always feeding you. I was always the person who would finish my brother's food and bring it over here. So I kind of gained the weight throughout the years, and my mindset was really focused on dieting. So I couldn't lose weight, and my family was just like, oh, you're chubby, you were born this way, you know. So I kind of just had, my mind was so fixated on that. But again, fast forward, going back to, you know, me going to the gym, and I just kind of discovered myself through the midst of that. But really I started it was mental health really. And then from there, like, you know, I took an interest in boxing, which is something that I love to do. And like the women that I mentor, like I stress them. I'm like, I just need you to get to boxing because, girl, you're gonna find yourself. Like, honestly, boxing has so many, like, it just changes your life. So I started doing that. From there, I did a fruit and veg, which is funny because obviously the vegan food, fruit and veg detox for 7 days. And literally in 7 days, I'm not even exaggerating, I was like, I felt like a different person. I lost weight. I lost 7 pounds in the 7 days. But like in my head, I was like, oh, I haven't lost any weight, but I just felt amazing. I had so much energy. And then my friend was like, babe, you've lost 7 pounds. I was like, really? So I was like, honestly. And but the biggest thing was my mind. So from there, it just took off. Like I started like reading different books. I changed my circle, you know, because I don't really believe in having circles. I just think that, like, you know, circles are just overrated. But yeah, I changed the people around me. I changed the things I was consuming, mind, body, and spirit. I got closer to God, and really it just made me go from, you know, being a lost person and obviously experiencing anxiety, depression, to starting to find myself. So yeah, that's how I started basically. I
absolutely love that for you.
Thank
giving
you
me
so
whole
much.
giving me like big one flex.
It's really inspirational.
So when was that light bulb moment when it was like, I want to empower other women?
I think for me, while I was going through that journey, because for a long time, I genuinely thought that I was the only person going through it. And obviously I knew, like, you know, growing up, I had issues with my weight. From things like, for example, I remember, this is just, it's not funny, okay, but I always laugh. I'm like, I can't believe who was that. I went to my GP because I was like, you know, my weight, you know, because obviously family members, they always talk about it, like, oh, you're getting too big.
Oh, they always talk about it.
They're ready to try, oh, you're too small. Oh my God, why doesn't your bum look like this? It's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, so I went to the doctors and I was like, look, I need to lose weight, because they would like obviously calling me obese. But for my height, I was actually normal, you know. So the doctor was like, so what would you like me to do? And I was like, I just want to lose the weight. And then he was like, okay, I have these pills, and they prescribed me like pills to lose weight. So from there, like looking back on it, that was like, I see how toxic it was. So while going through my journey of obviously finding myself and, you know, getting into fitness, into wellness, because I think it's 2 different things, I started to feel like, wow, like I want to help other women to feel how I feel, because everything changed for me. Everything changed. And, you know, going fast forwarding like a year later, you know, I started documenting everything that I was doing on social media. And that's basically how I got a following. My platform started to grow because I was putting out, you know, because I'm really big on quotes and everything mindset. So I started putting that out, never thinking that, you know, I'm going to get people following me or anything. But I started putting it out, and I was getting so many messages from so many women like, oh my God, you inspire me. And I was like, people care, okay. So from there, I was like, you know what, like the fact that I can touch another girl, you know, that's going through the same thing as me, another woman, no matter what age really, because, you know, I think sometimes we forget that as women, it doesn't matter how old you get, we still go through the same struggles, you know, you can still sympathize with another woman or a young girl, because you can see yourself in that young girl, or an older woman. Some women have grown in age, but they've never been like around people who think different. So it's exactly. So I think it's just, for me, that was that aha moment. It's like, you know, and I think all of us, we have a purpose in life. And for me, like that really, I was drawn to that because I've always been someone who, even as a young girl, like I used to live in Angola, and I remember stealing food from my house to give to like the people that was outside. Honestly,
like my actual heart.
I used to get in trouble, literally steal the food, and my grandma's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "But she hasn't eaten." And then, honestly, it's so funny.
So
but
cute.
looking back at it, I'm like, these little things, it's just something that I've always been, you know, I guess I'm my mother's child.
That is, it's
But
really cute.
yeah.
You say following, you've got like over 700,000 people that look to you, that follow you, that are in your community. I think that's amazing what you're doing. I think
Thank
it's
you
really
so
lovely.
much. Thank you. And I think it's like, even though I do, a lot of the work that I do is targeted to women, I do think that, you know, what I'm saying is also like men can also take something from it as well. Yeah. So I do think it's an all-rounder, just anyone who experiences anything to do with like, you know, mental health, anything, depression, anxiety or OCD, whatever it is. And, you know, it's just that, like they can kind of sympathize as well. But
it's lovely, and I seem to be with the perfect people for this table talk, because you guys are wellness experts, health experts, you're like foodies, plant-based. I've just got the perfect recipe.
What's your health journey?
My health
We've done
It's not as glowing as you guys. I'm more of a flexitarian. I flex between different kind of diets, but through Eat Vegan, actually, then they haven't paid me to say this, I actually really enjoy vegan food, because before it was all about super salads and kale, and I was like, okay, like I like a vegetable, but this is a bit much. But then when you're going to bring my culture into it, my heritage, you know, Caribbean, Jamaica, Grenada, I was like, okay, like I'm here for this. When I went in there and I was like, okay, like what am I going to get from the menu? And I saw bits of pumpkin in it, some ackee, some callaloo. I was like, yeah, this can run. So for me, especially this last year, I've just been flexing it up, but leaning towards the more plant-based, as I learn, you know, it's more about having the ingredients to cook it rather than just, you know, eating leaves all the time.
I know. There's always this perception, of you know, being on a plant-based lifestyle. It's literally just leaves and greens.
Expert. You can tell us all of this.
Oh, there's so much. There's so much. When we try some stuff, I'll talk you through it.
Excited. I'm like, I can't wait.
Don't worry. We are going to get to the food. Now, during the pandemic, a lot of people have time on their hands, more time than they could have ever imagined. So please, can you give me 5 tips each to stay healthy with, you know, whether it's the mind, whether it's the body, whether it's, you know, the food that you're eating. First of all, you're going to kick me off. Kellianna.
So tip number 1, listen to your body.
Okay.
Listen to your body. If your body needs rest. If your body needs food, eat. Like I'm sure you know, in the performing arts industry as well, there's a lot of pressure on monitoring what you eat.
Yes.
Or being monitored even, what you eat. So when you have that time to be in control of your food, just listen to your body, make sure you're getting the right amount of nutrients. And sometimes your body's not crying out for food, it's crying out for nutrients. So we need to make sure, we think we're hungry, but actually we just need a bit of vitamin C, you know?
What do your tips be? Give me some gems.
I think is getting to know who you are, because I think that a lot of the times we, you know, I think the pandemic was a very big, it showed us that a lot of us were putting ourselves in a back burner and just doing things just kind of like on the go, you know, you have a routine, you go home, you go to work, you come back and you keep doing it. So when the pandemic happened, it was like, you have to face yourself now. So it's doing the work and you know, making peace with whatever you've got going on and just kind of like working on yourself, because if your cup is empty, then you're not going to be able to point to anything else. I think that's one of the biggest things, honestly. Even for myself, I do a lot of like mind stuff, and it was like, pandemic came and it was like,
Yeah.
You know, it's like, girl, no, you got a lot of
Yeah.
work to do. So definitely doing that,
Yeah.
working on yourself.
Another thing I thought about as well is it's okay to not do anything for a while. It's okay.
Yes.
At the beginning of the pandemic, I saw a lot on social media with people feeling under pressure to post and say, I'm doing yoga today, I'm writing today, I'm doing this, and I'm like, it's okay.
How about I'm doing nothing?
Catch
up on sleep. Netflix. So that's what I'm doing today.
This is it, exactly. So it's okay to just chill, and not everyone has to know what you're doing every day. You don't have to feel like you have to please everyone or put this persona on of you've got this busy lifestyle. It's okay to stay in bed and eat crisps all day. It's fine. It's fine.
The balance, honestly, is the balance.
Balance, yeah. Absolutely.
And that's been lacking, like a lot of balance between, the health and the mind and the body. And I think once you kind of find out more about that, as you guys have mentioned, it just makes it even easier to work with.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you have any tips for us?
Tips? I'm not the expert, but for me, it's just been listening to my body. That's been one of the things I've learned, especially when it comes to rest. I'm very much a go.
Yeah.
I'd rather just do and get things done. I'd rather work through my lunch, so it means I've got like more time and I can finish earlier, and then I probably don't eat. So like I've learned that. Why am I starving? And I'm like, okay, listen to my body.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Let's make a snack. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've learned. Now it wouldn't be right to talk about all this food without trying some. Where is Kieran with our food?
Kieran?
I'm so excited. Belly's been rumbling. I'm not sure if you've heard it.
Hello.
That's
Look
amazing.
at that.
Thank you.
Now, a little birdie told me you've never even had eat a vegan before.
It's
your first time?
I'm actually really excited about this.
Lela, your mind's going to be blown.
Yes.
Look, I'm doing
How does it look? Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Kieran, thank you so
Right.
Very welcome.
Okay, so
Enjoy.
much. See, this is top tier
About to
service
take-
right now.
I know.
knife and fork.
Thank you, my darling.
Okay. Right. So here we are. This is a eat of Eden platter.
So, what have we got on the menu? This all looks delicious.
There's a selection of 8 different sides here. So we have macaroni pie. We have some callaloo. We have that sweet potato and pumpkin stew. Some wheat meat here. We have some wild rice, black rice, plantain. There's so much on here. We have ackee and sweet peppers. We also have a chickpea curry and a portion of quinoa.
I'm just looking at it. I don't even know where to start.
Okay,
You're
so
going to be blown. Like, even this is wheat meat.
what? Yeah.
This wheat meat, you're going to eat it and you're going to be like, wow, that's really not meat.
Yes, people are vegan for different reasons. So environmental, spiritual, religious, love for animals, whatever. So the wheat meat is actually a really good transition for people that are trying to transition to veganism and they still like the taste and texture of meat, because you really do get that kind of sweet and sour chicken vibe. Yeah, and
It's
even the
chicken vibe,
texture.
no chicken.
Yeah, chicken vibe, no chicken. So I think it's a great transition for if you're going from eating meat into a plant-based what was the word? Plant-based lifestyle.
It's funny because when I was on my journey, I tried the vegan. I did a vegan month, and honestly, I didn't know where to start. And
Yeah.
I was eating less, and I felt so tired all the time because I wasn't really eating enough, and I wasn't eating the right nutrients. So it's so important to have like restaurants like this,
That's what-
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then you've got everything that you need and tasty as well. Because I was just like, okay, vegetables here and there. I was like,
Yeah.
That's what it was saying.
right, the taste.
Ready to
Like,
taste the flavour?
I'm ready, girl.
Listen, I can't wait.
Let's
go.
try a little bit of the wheat meat and let me know what you think.
Try the meat first.
Yeah.
Oh, got some red fries.
Yeah. Yeah?
What are you thinking?
Yeah. It's your first time, so how do you find it? The chefs do a great job with this.
Honestly, wow.
It's good, right?
I like the different colours on the plate.
Yeah, it's so
bright,
yeah.
engaging.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a nice variety on here.
Here, but in that pie, what are some of the nutritional benefits? Because I know callaloo is really good for you.
Yeah, so it's a leafy green. It's high in, it's multivitamin basically, so it's great for the immune system. It's got vitamin A, B, C, calcium,
All of it,
potassium,
basically.
magnesium, like all of it. So I definitely recommend, if you do get a Eat a Vegan platter, that you choose a leafy green to go with it, because you know it can be quite heavy. So having a leafy green will kind of help it move through the system as well. So as well as the nutritional benefits. So
Yeah, we want to keep it all moving out here. Now, this ackee is taking me straight to Jamaica. But it's ackee no saltfish.
No, ackee no
You know, we're
saltfish.
making it vegan.
Yeah, a lot of people know it as the dish as ackee and saltfish. It's Jamaica's national fruit. So yeah, it's really delicious just with sweet peppers and
I'm
the
so
seasoning.
tired because
Yeah.
I'm like, the taste
Yeah.
is in my mouth.
It's fine, just let the taste do its thing.
I'm like, what is this?
So the ackee has a similar eggy texture, doesn't it? For like scrambled egg.
It does.
So like it's actually quite good for, once again, people that are transitioning, if they want like an alternative to egg for their breakfast, ackee and sweet peppers.
It's going to breakfast.
I have
Yeah.
a question. With the mac pie,
Yeah.
is it still quite healthy? Because, you know, like, sometimes what I've found with some of the vegan restaurants that I've been to, the food is obviously vegan and they portray it as, like, healthy. But it's a lot of frying, there's a lot of, you know, some of these things that they use as alternatives are not necessarily very good for our bodies. So how healthy is using the vegan?
So this is one of the healthiest versions you're going to find, actually, because I'm actually not a fan of vegan cheese. They use a lot of, vegan milks, and it's all a bit, it doesn't melt, it's just not good for the body. But this is actually made from a combination of a plant-based sauce and nutritional yeast, so...
What about the chickpea? Like, I never thought chickpea would be giving me vibes like chickpea's giving me vibes right now.
Yeah, chickpea I think is like everyone's favourite legume.
Yeah.
And it's so versatile as well. We've got chickpea curry, we've got falafel. I love falafel so much. Hummus. Like, there's just so much you can do with chickpeas. And yeah,
I actually make a chickpea brownie.
What?
Brownies,
Like
yeah.
cake.
What?
I actually had some plant-based cake today made out of chickpea flour. Girl.
Wow.
Self-involved, okay?
Wow.
But the brownies are just like my favourite thing. Yeah. So.
Wow. I've never heard of chickpea brownies, but
Honestly, I'll
there you
send
go.
the recipe.
This food is so good, but I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit thirsty and this drink is just staring at me.
Yes. So
What is it, first of all?
here we have a spirulina and sea moss mix.
What is that?
Do you guys know about
What is
spirulina?
I love Simone.
Spirulina is one of the super greens, very popular super green. It's high dense nutrients and it's just life basically. And sea moss, do you know much about sea moss? Yeah.
Little bit, educate me a bit.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll just pour some while I'm speaking. So sea moss, our body needs 102 essential minerals. Sea moss has 92 of them. So if you're having your I mean, if you have it every day,
Beautiful.
that's
But
life,
how is
man.
it on the way out? Have I got to be concerned? I'm a bit nervous, like.
It's a required taste. Not everybody likes the taste of sea moss, so give it a try. Cheers.
Give it a try.
Give it a try.
You know, I'm not good at trying things.
Give it a try. Let me know what you think.
You guys go first.
Okay.
Simone, it's
good.
It's good. I like it. Very
It's really good. What do you think?
I can work with it.
It's health. It's life.
This is a good.
It's life.
I can work with it.
Yeah.
It's
If
workable.
I had ice in here and everything.
Yeah. It's nice,
Great.
cool. It's nice, cool. Yeah,
For
yeah.
the days that I'm not drinking alcohol, I will
Yeah, can wash it down.
happily do this.
Yeah.
Let's just say it can run, can't it?
Yes.
Baby.
We love that. You're just giving me
Girl.
love.
Oh,
How
still
did
sucking
this
it.
even come about?
Yeah, my stepdad Basil Links, he collaborated with Andrew Keane and Tony Swan. They decided to open this vegan restaurant in 2017, and I mean, I'm sure they hoped to open more branches, but I don't know if they anticipated how quick it was going to grow and the popularity of it. So yeah, it was. We've now got 4 branches. I must give a shout out to Chef Uriel as well, who was the original chef of Eat a Vegan. He's an amazing chef.
Now, this wouldn't be a hashtag, where are we now, celebrating black culture, black food, just everything to do with just black excellence, without me finding out a little bit about your favourite. So tell me your favourite thing each, about just being black and black culture?
I would say is how versatile we are and how we're all different, but at the same time, I think we connect through our souls.
Yeah.
And we're very much about love and just, you know, again, the food, like we all have the same ingredients, but what we create is so different.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's just, you know, that's it, yeah.
My love for black culture is just undescribable anyway. And my appreciation for people who appreciate black culture is great as well. So I feel like, you know, everything we have on this plate has a story. Whether it, you know, it's a historical story, it came from somewhere. And it's just, it's rhythmic. It's rhythmic. Do you ever
I like that word. Oh, girl.
Like rice and peas and you just want to dance?
Yes.
You know, yeah. It's just
This is what I mean. The soul is the soul. The soul.
You know, when the food is so good, it just forces the movement.
It's like,
But even when the food's coming and I know my food is coming.
yeah, you just the dance, the food dance.
You know, but then it's when it's in the restaurant and it's coming and then it goes past you, you're like, okay, so back to you lovely ladies.
Yes.
Have we got anything exciting coming up? Keep me in the loop. What is going on with you both?
I'm just creating and writing.
Tell me a little bit of your day to day, like what are you creating?
I love to write. So I write songs. I hope to write songs for other artists as well, but at the moment I'm just writing songs for my own voice. And I am writing a novel that I started in 2019.
Hello.
It's still going, but I'm hoping to finish it by summer.
What is it about?
It's a psychological thriller.
Oh, okay, throw me.
Okay, girl.
Yeah, you'll soon find out more. So yeah, I'm just creating, and I'm obviously trying to build my own Adesi Foods brand as well with more products, supper clubs. Hopefully have a street food stall soon. Yeah, we're just hoping to build that.
Lela, what about you, my darling?
So I'm just really focusing on just getting out a little bit more out there and just, you know, empowering as many women as I can and really just, again, creating as well. I've just done a fitness class with People Women the other day. Guys, go check it out. It's free. You can download it and it's available until June. I will put the link somewhere.
You better
But it's just getting out a little bit more because I think with the pandemic, I kind of felt like, because I love the whole face-to-face interaction, you know, as much as I love social media and, you know, the virtual world, I think I'm craving a lot more of the being out there and being creative and doing a lot more. So I'm looking to get, like, you know, more boot camps, more events, and just creating overall, because I also do like the modeling thing on the side, which I absolutely love. Like, everything fashion excites me. I could shop all day, honestly, and I could look at like someone's body and I could be like, okay, you need to wear this. Or another thing that I really love to incorporate with like the mentoring that I do with the fitness is also the fashion, where, you know, I love to show women who have lost themselves that, look, just buying a new dress can literally uplift your whole life and change the way you view something, you know. So just doing more stuff like that, incorporating my fashion and my fitness, and I've got a few projects coming out. I'm not going to speak too much about it, but just follow me on socials and you guys will see it. But yeah.
And can you just drop your socials quickly so we can stay up to date with everything that you're doing?
Yes, so mine is at Kellianna_J.
Mine is Lela Simone, so Simone with 2 eyes. And I also have my fitness page, which is Lela Fit Curves. Yeah.
It's in it. You better follow. And mine is at Mcgregor_. If you want to stay up to date with everything that we're doing. But you know, we're coming to the end of our Eat a Vegan Table.
We can't end this like this.
Wait, listen. We need to get to know you as well.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
Okay, first of all, I want to know, what made you want to get into presenting? When did you start?
Oh, gosh.
I want to know your journey.
You're really switching up on me right now.
Can I just say, your voice, girl.
I know.
Oh, don't even.
Honestly, presence. Honestly, like,
Energy,
you really, Teach us. Teach us.
I can try. You're doing a good job so far. Well, for me, I started presenting and doing radio and, you know, live events, a little bit of TV work since I was about 16. I used to dance before that. And then when I started doing, you know, A-level at school, I got into media and I was like, okay, there's actually something else I'm good at, something I can do.
Yeah.
And I just say, you know, my mum used to say, if you could get paid to talk, you'd be a millionaire. So I just put it into action. And ever since then, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of work with Represent. I've been doing a lot of freelance work. I worked at the BBC, and now I work at KISS with Breakfast and Drive, and I've got a lot of exciting things in the pipeline. So that's a little bit about me.
Yes, girl, yes.
Even with the health journey, you guys are inspiring me. As I said, I'm a bit of a flexitarian. I flex between different diets.
In your own time.
Yeah.
In your own time.
What would be your biggest tip? Because I know you said you've been in all these different industries. For someone that's wanting to do what you do, how could they go about like just getting out there? Because you know, you would have never thought that you would be doing what you're doing now because you were in the dancing industry. How would you tell someone, maybe a younger you, on how to go about it?
For me, it's just making your own content. We live in a day where everybody can do everything, and you don't want to be spending out for expensive that you don't have yet, especially when you're trying something. So if you want to present the weather, you find a white wall, you find a little green screen app, and you present the weather with a 50% chance of rain.
Ooh,
You make it happen.
I like that.
You know what I mean? If you want to do some interviews, you vox pop, you go and speak to people on the street. You just put yourself out there, and it's not about, you know, feeling away or like, I'm going to upload it to YouTube and you're going to be a YouTube. It's not a big thing.
Yeah.
And if you put it out there and you're worried about what other people think of you, you just kind of need to stop. Because if they're going to support it, they're going to support it. And if not, it's showing you, you know, who your peoples are, because you just never know who's watching you, especially on social media and the things that you're doing. So that'd be my tip.
Amazing.
Are you guys trying to, you know, just let me know, you know what I mean? No, thank you, girls. It's actually lovely to be asked. It's really nice.
Honestly.
But now I think we're coming to the end of the table talk.
Yes.
Now we're coming to the end.
We're full.
Belly full, feeling good. I've learned so much. Well, listen, as soon as this camera cuts, I might just go back in.
Might go back in. It's the seconds, everybody. It's the seconds because.
Well, we're coming to the actual end of the table talk now. Now you kind of put me on the spot a little bit. It's trying to take my job. But no, it's been an absolute pleasure. Kellianna,
Thank you so much.
Lela, Simone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. And it's been great meeting both of you, amazing ladies.
Does it feel like we met for the first time? It's like I know you guys.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't know them, you definitely do know them now. And remember, until next week, I'm talking the 6th of June, we've got a special discount code for you to use whether you're in store or on the Eat of Eden app for 10% off. Use code DNXEAT21. And Eat of Eden are donating 10% of their profits to the Black Minds Matter UK charity, which is just what we love to see, because this is what it is. This is what it is. Thank you so much, ladies. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having us.